All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And before we tip off here, it's time to hear from our reporter. Hey, Allie.
The NBA is creating international hoops academies. Commissioner Silver said, quote, historically, we were more passive, but through Yao Ming, we were able to introduce hundreds of millions of people to the NBA. If we can help train other great players in these markets, it'll have a huge impact on our business. Brian?
Yeah, smart move. Thanks, Allie. Well, we're at the time of the calendar when some teams go through a midseason lull. Grant, what has to be done to avoid that?
Well, first of all, you have to keep your composure. You cannot panic. And, of course, this is when a coach earns his keep. Motivation becomes key. Keeping the players focused and making sure nobody starts coasting.
And now Indiana's starting group. They've got Daniel Tice. He's out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the two-guard spot. And for the Bucks, counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Halliburton, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Baker. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. But the way they've performed, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Halliburton. Oh, a magnificent rejection. Here's Jordan. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Jordan.
All right, young fella, I see you out there, rookie, reminding this crowd that he has arrived. Jordan with the big-time jam.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Now here's Halliburton. Coming off a solid outing against Toronto to halt the run. Indiana again missing.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
The three ball. And another three for Milwaukee.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Timeout called the Pacers. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Tice passes to Halliburton. Fires top of the key. Can't hit that one. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. You know, Clark, only a handful of teams have won more individual MVP awards than the Bucks.
That's really interesting, B.A., that you mentioned that. But that's how it goes when you have players like Kareem and Giannis walking through your door. And who knows, Giannis might have even more in him before he's done.
This squad can't do anything wrong. They haven't missed one yet.
Here's Baker. Again, Milwaukee.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Antetokounmpo can't connect.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Here's Ilyasova. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Let's take a second to see which teams have been hitting the glass with a fury this season. Number 1, Milwaukee.
And I love how active they all are on the glass. When a shot goes up, this team takes a game rebounding approach to tracking down their boards.
looking to end the drought. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Takes it inside and slam dunk by Jordan.
This is what Michael Jordan does best, using that athleticism to get to the bucket.
Knocked away in transition. Here come the Bucks. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Halliburton. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Batase. 5 to shoot from downtown.
Hey, when Giannis is lurking nearby, you got to be careful because his wingspan can erase a lot of shots.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Milwaukee has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. And Giannis with the dunk.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
All alone on the break. Here's Baker. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
Baker gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Here's Kukoc. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. On defense, the Bucks. Here's Halliburton. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Here's Baker, and he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Here's Kukoc. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good off the glass.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
Here's Baker. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Kukoc. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Ilyasova outside. And that one's good. Ilyasova's gotten his second bucket of the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Everybody knows Giannis is elite, but just in case you have any doubt, he's got a trophy case you need almost the whole team to lift.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Pacers substitution. First spot, Jamal Crawford.
On defense, the Bucks. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
First in rebounding. And in addition to plenty of unprotected balls, they've also stolen the #1 spot in steals. You just can't give these fast-handed guys any opportunities to swipe at the ball.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. Well, Clark, Antetokounmpo's awards certainly do put him in some rare company.
Along with Jordan and Hakeem the Dream, B.A. I mean, Giannis is one of 3 players ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. Rarefied air indeed.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Baker. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Here's Batase. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Antetokounmpo for 3. Giannis with the rebound.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Baker. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Fires, high post. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Kalaitzakis with a bucket.
Ilyasova doing a nice job there finding his open teammate. Just a really good play that time.
Oh, it's stolen. To the paint. Kalaitzakis.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Crawford from outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shots good by Antetokounmpo.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Highlight reel dribble move, and then the athleticism takes over. Woo!
Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there, showing all the skill.
Yeah, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Milwaukee, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And, of course, the Pacers far behind in the standings.
Checking out Indiana, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Batase gets it to go.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Crawford. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Right at the free throw line. Oh, rejected by Allen. Ilyasova with the bucket.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 7 points in the game. The rebound by Allen. Here's DiVincenzo, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Quick feet there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
Well, the Pacers shooting 23%. Not great so far. Pass to Batase. Here's Crawford. Allen defending. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Baker. Again, the Bucks. Good for two.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player, always looking to make the extra pack.
Ilyasova outside for three. Allen, and another three for Milwaukee.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Milwaukee, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway.
They've been unable to get guys back up court.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You want to be aggressive offensively, but at the same time, you need defensive balance so you can get back in transition.
Down low. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Crawford. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Tice. And finished off by Tice.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Baker. There's the drive.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
The circus dunk for you right there, guys.
The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Here's Tice. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He has 45 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Halliburton misses.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was.
Oh, my
goodness! Whoa! Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Halliburton outside. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Reed for 3, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
I really like how they're controlling the pace in the open court.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
There's the 3. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Pass to Halliburton. Here's Kukoc. Will it go? Milwaukee with the rebound. Ilyasova's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. For 3, Allen. The Pacers pull it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Blocked!
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
He drops it from range.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Pass to Halliburton. Here's Baker, defended by Halliburton. Driving to the basket.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And it's good. He hits another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Inside, here's Tice. And finished off by Tice.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
The ideal guard in today's NBA. Tyrese Halliburton has length at 6'5". Now, he can run the offense, plus Tyrese is an excellent three-point shooter.
Pass to Crawford. Fires the three. Not going to go that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's DiVincenzo. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Well, DiVincenzo knows how to create for himself. Finds an opening and quickly takes advantage.
And with Halliburton, the stats show a complete guard, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. 40% from deep. Halliburton's been top 10 in the league in assists. Defensively, just racking up steals. Tyrese can play the 1 through 3. He does just about everything.
Timeout called. Milwaukee, they come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on, and a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Rookie class. Giannis Antetokounmpo on top.
This is a rookie who is not easily rattled. Very strong at the line over the last month.
Really knows how to get to the stripe. He converts at a high level there, a high rate, excellent concentration. He's got a really smooth, repetitive stroke. He's got it rolling.
Halliburton with the ball. To end the run. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Ilyasova outside. The three is up. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Ilyasova's got 13.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Tice. And finished off by Tice.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Launches a three, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Ilyasova. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Here's Kukoc, covered by Bryant. Kukoc, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And the shot goes. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Knocks down the long J.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
There's Tice with a three. Ilyasova outside. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Ilyasova's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Now Halliburton, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me. Absorbing contact well inside. Nash is a competitive guy and is able to find ways to score even against tough defense.
Indiana shooting a very low 20% for this game so far. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. Another turnover leads to another bucket at the other end.
And we all know miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make is giving the ball to the other team without your defense being set.
Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Well, he's really been on the roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the second quarter. Yes, it's good.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Tries to snap the cold streak. Antetokounmpo got the loose ball, but that'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point. He is dropping that 3 ball with remarkable consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
And it's Ilyasova with the rebound. Ilyasova's got 11 rebounds. Power it home!
Oh, wow! I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible!
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And buries the jumper to finish off the break. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Here's Tice, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Milwaukee making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, Rick. What did you think of your team's offensive execution in the first half?
We got to get it moving more. We got to get it driven more. They're very physical. You try to run plays, they blow all that stuff up. And so, bottom line with our offense, we got to get some more stops. That'll help our offense.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
And a look here now at the Bucks. It's been 3 games and 3 wins since the last power rankings. What more can you ask for?
They're playing some high-quality basketball, I'll tell you that, Shaq. The way this team has come together, the coaching staff has to be really proud of them.
And now let's talk about the first half we just watched. A fantastic... Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. So it's the Pacers now. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And for Indiana, Daniel Tice is out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the shooting guard position. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Tice from the arc. Oh, rejected by Allen. Here's Baker. And good! There's another!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there.
Oh, my goodness! Powered it home!
Did you see it, Reed? Dunkulous! Bringing the house down!
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Tice missing.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
From deep. Oh, another one falls.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Looking to end the run. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Pass to Bitadze. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. All right, let's take a look at the highest scoring teams over the past month in the NBA. Number 1, the Bucks.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Indiana foul. Goga Bitadze.
The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Baker. And yes, another basket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Antetokounmpo for 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Haven't missed a shot since the break. Really good job making adjustments.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
You know, Ilyasova is a sneaky, deceptive defender coming up with the steal there.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Halliburton outside. And stolen by Ilyasova. And the jam by Ilyasova.
And Ilyasova has a lot of shine on his game as a scorer. I mean, you can't ever go wrong giving him touches.
Tice outside, trying to get back on track. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Perhaps the best trait of Giannis, his loyalty, Clark.
Love that about him, B.A. We've seen others test those free agent waters. No begrudgment there, but not Giannis. Stayed in Milwaukee, a small market team, signing an extension in 2020, and then led the Bucks to that 2021 title. The Greek Freak didn't need to get to a super team to get a ring. He birthed and led a super team right where he was.
Halliburton on the wing. Misses the 3. Milwaukee has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I'll tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And a look now at the Milwaukee Bucks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for their matchup with the Hornets, anything can happen in the NBA. But they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Shots good by Antetokounmpo.
They're pushing the ball at pretty much every opportunity.
7 straight fast break points. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
Here's Ilyasova. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Yeah, strong defensive pressure has given them the advantage here.
Guys, the big advantage has really been the points off turnovers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
For 3, Allen. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammates.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
3-pointer, Halliburton. The rebound by the Bucks. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Baker gets the bucket.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Here's Milwaukee. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Kalaitzakis with a bucket.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Halliburton now nabbing another steal.
Steal after steal, he's been everywhere.
Just an historic pace. He's approaching 3rd most steals for a game.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Changing ends quickly. Scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Here's Kalaitzakis. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
They're turning it over, and their opponent isn't. That's the difference.
I tell you what, guys, this game would look a lot different, would have a different texture if they didn't give the ball away so much. I mean, that's really been the storyline so far.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Here's Baker. Again! What an avalanche!
90 points! A legendary performance!
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. Jordan's checked in for the Bucks. Bryant comes in for Allen.
Hey, yo, Jamal.
Pass to Matherin. They need this. And it's Ilyasova with the rebound. Ilyasova's got...
Oh, man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim. You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
They double him with Ilyasova to the middle. Pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Here's Crawford. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Yep, count it. Bryant's got 7 points.
I like how Bryant takes contact on the way up. This guy is very good at feeling out the defense and absorbing that contact and still capitalizing.
Pass to Bosch. Back to Halliburton. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go for him. To the left side wing. From deep, Jordan. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Showing some nice touch from the perimeter. The defense has to respect Jordan's three-point shot, or he'll make them pay.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. Back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for the Pacers. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. He swipes the ball away again.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end. Drops in the three.
We see it happen again. They give the ball away, and it immediately hurts them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnovers not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. That's a losing combo.
And it's Mathurin missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Baker. Good! Another from three.
And the threes just don't stop. Another shot and another make.
Yes, and he's starting to creep up that list now for the most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he keeps it going. Oh, no good! The dry spell continues. And the jam by Ilyasova.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
The Bucks have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Another one falls! Amazing!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And we're going to have a jump ball. And when you're inside an NBA locker room, how important are those vets to guide a team, Clark?
B.A., I can't put a value on the importance of quality vets who demonstrate day in and day out what it means to be a professional, who perform on and off the court in a way commiserate with being a stand-up leader. I mean, they're invaluable. There aren't teams that are successful in the NBA that don't have veterans that lead by example and with their words. Well, you got to respect the speed of Bryant. He is so fast when he's got room to run.
The Pacers have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Gasol. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Indiana again missing. Milwaukee has gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. Connects again from distance.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Again, Milwaukee!
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Oh, they need this! Milwaukee with the rebound. Ilyasova's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
And that is exactly what Ilyasova is out there to do. I mean, his jump shot is straight catch.
Duarte, he's checked in for Indiana.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Nembhard. Pass to Duarte. The three. The Pacers again can't hit. Here's Milwaukee. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Pass to Duarte. Nance the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Gasol misses.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Here's Nembhard. Off target from three-point range.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
Milwaukee calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching dancing.
And now let's take take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Pass to Duarte. Here's Matherin. The shot to stop the run. Kalaitzakis grabs the miss.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
And that one good.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor. I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
And he lays it in. 25 points in the game.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Hey, I know Jordan just got into the league, but is there really a better dunker, perhaps in the world?
Here's Nembhard. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too.
Great open look there.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
It's Duarte on the wing. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Reed. Here's Kalaitzakis. Again, Milwaukee.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Or there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
The shot by Duarte, no good. Here's Milwaukee. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Stolen by Reed. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Launches it, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
His three-point mechanics flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he's knocking it down.
Here's Nembhard. Reed defending. Pass to Matherin. Shot to end the cold streak. The shot no good. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. Shoots from the line. Again, Milwaukee.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
It's Duarte on the wing. Three-pointer. Oh, Jordan with the block.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys.
And the Pacers making a change here. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. Here's Baker, defended by Halliburton. And he banks in the layup.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And it's Matherin missing.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine. getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
To the inside. And finished off by Tice.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Fires from deep. And again for three.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bucks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And what a special year they're having, picking up their 59th win.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
That's impressive on one side, but embarrassing on the other side.
The crossover and the jam by Ilyasova.
Hey, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
To the middle. Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Here's Baker. Again, Milwaukee.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty.
Yet another steal from him.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Just incredible. Connects again from distance.
I don't think I've ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
And by the way, with that make, he's now alone in 2nd place for most threes in a game. At this point, you have to go for that top spot, right? 3-pointer, Halliburton. Kalaitzakis grabs the miss. From deep 3-point range. Tipped away. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball. Here's Crawford. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.